kits that are kind of where their numbers are permanent, but they're purple kits. I think
it's just
whatever.
Find one that fits.
Exactly. Though, not a bad crowd.
I think Sincotta wears number 3, doesn't she normally?
Yes.
Yeah, so I think she's got number 3 again.
So she's managed to get one that's consistent to her. And Preston, again, with no solid colour, is going to make it hard to figure out who's who.
It is so hard with these numbers with Preston, but we move.
We move on. As Cincotta on the board, number 3 with Catterwell. Follow-up, though Preston, they haven't had Claudia DiMazzi on the team for quite some time as well. So
the little pocket rocket.
And she came on earlier on in this season, but still haven't seen her lately.
Might have had some injury concerns.
Possibly. And if you're going to stick around the rest of the night, up next we've got the Bulls and Evolution, and then the game of the round is top of the ladder clash. First Fitzroy and second place Amazons.
Yeah, massive round, as already kind of mentioned. Every team who plays tonight plays within one position of the team above them or below them. So pretty intense games. Should be, anyway.
Should be, as intercepted there. Halabi on the move. Counter-attack here for Preston. But they've kind of taken too much time. A bit of friendly fire there. Straight to Whiting's face almost. Ouch. As Galea, she had a pretty good game a couple of weeks ago before she went on holidays. But last week, just trying to recap who they played, it was Amazons 2-7. Amazon win.
Steph's a massive in for Preston. Obviously, we know how good Steph's been over the years. But she's a massive in.
I think everyone lifts their game when she plays for the team.
Oh, that one just wide.
She was hoping for a ricochet, though. But
there was some power on that, too.
You can hear it from up here, just ball to boot connection.
Hear the woof. Straight across.
Going to see more of that tonight, I reckon. But Camilleri, the keeper for Preston, has been massive as well for the Preston squad. She pretty much saves a lot of the games.
Yeah, no offense to Preston's former keeper runner at me, but jeez, Camilleri has come along like a house on fire. She's been very good since joining this season.
And Golden Glove contender.
Late last season, didn't she?
Probably one game. I don't believe she was.
Yeah, I can't quite.
Because Rana did play a few games at the start of this season.
Did she?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I know she did come in, Rana did say at one point she wanted to step out of goal and not play as much. So Camilleri coming in, massive. Good throw there from Paige Daly. Just a little bit overcooked, but not a bad effort at all.
And I haven't seen an underarm throw as of yet. She likes to do plenty of those. Preston, you feel like they're getting most of the possession. Carlton just chasing their toes a little bit. It's all pretty even.
Preston have a more attacking team in terms of who they've got. So when you got Taylor Halabi, Verratti out there, and Steph Galea, they're very attacking players. Steph's pretty calm on the ball, but again is an attacking player. So they're always going to have a bit more, but then you've got the speed of Sincotta, who will try and catch you out in the counter. And the size of Rebecca Catterwell, who can hold that ball up. And as we nearly see the pace of Sincotta pay off there.
Well, good call, because everyone in front Preston is an attacking player that we see on the court right now.
Currently, yeah. They will work back defensively, don't get me wrong, but they are a very much let's score goals. This is the side I would put out if I wanted goals.
Yep.
Not the side I'd put out necessarily if I was trying to defend a lead. As Sincotta there, blocked away there by Camilleri. Galea now plays into the middle. Played one more. Can she finish? Great finish there by, I believe it's Verratti who's the captain these days. It used to be Halabi, didn't it?
Used to be, but Verratti tonight is the captain, and she scored the first goal for Preston. And you're talking about the attacking team. That's exactly what you want to see.
She's this is brilliant play. They create the 3-on-2. They force the ball into the middle, making the Carlton players shift, and then shift over one more time after the final pass and put away by Verratti. She, to be honest, She's one of my favourite players to watch in this whole league. Is Louisa Verratti. She's very, very, very good. Believe she's pretty young too, from memory.
Yeah, very young and very consistent.
Yeah,
She really is just a... Oh, that was almost a second. Very underrated player. She almost goes under the radar, but...
Believe me, she doesn't go under the radar for me. I think she's like...
No.
And obviously take away my bias of a certain team who will remain nameless until you see me support them in the final game. I don't class any of those players. I can't mention that, so I choose not to mention that. So out of those, take away those players in there, honestly, she's my favourite player to watch. She's just so consistent, so calm on the ball, as we see Sincotta now trying to find Big Gang. Does, and that one is cut out there by Galea.
Very good asset for Preston, because I think she used to play for Northcote, which was with Layla Abdulatif, so they kind of came as a duo.
Throw in here, cut out there by Camilleri. Camilleri rolls the ball out short, finds Halabi. Halabi finds Verratti. Verratti switches the play into the middle of the court, looking for the flick over. Daly comes out, mishandles that one, and does go out for a side ball.
Have we seen Sharefi on the court? Not yet, but we see Sahili Carrero. She scored 2 goals for Carlton a couple of weeks ago, I think, against the Amazons. So also a player in an attacking mindset for Carlton.
Takes 3 deflections there and goes out for a keeper's ball. As Camilleri looks to throw this one in long, finding Verratti. Verratti plays the ball back to Halabi. That one is... Oh, sorry, not Halabi. That one's forced back now to Halabi. And that one has gone out for a side ball. Essendon, I apologise. Carlton now look to attack.
I think they've brought in number 2, Lara Gallagher, on the squad. A new player. I think I've only seen her play this, possibly her second game.
I've seen her play a few.
Seen her play a few? Okay.
Yeah, last season she was here a lot.
Yeah, right. I'm really not paying attention then.
Yeah, she's in and out. Like,
yeah.
She'll. Oh, great save there from Daly.
That was crucial, because that would have landed on a Preston player, but luckily for her, she's got one of her defenders to flick it out. Oh, and another save from Paige Daly. Second in a row. She's on fire tonight. I can see why whoever put on the team of the week last week in the losing team on the list.
In all honesty, from what I've watched this season, and it is few and far between, Paige and Liz Ayer have probably been the 2 standout keepers for me. Obviously, Isha Addy been injured for most of the season.
Right.
But, those 2 have just really stood up. Camilleri's not too far behind, but she's not at that level yet.
Yep.
But that will come with time.
Yeah, the more she plays in SFE, the more experience she'll get. But, yeah, Paige Daly and Liz Ayer, it's going to be a tough one to call, whoever calls at the end of the season. Can you share it, though? No.
Yeah, you can share it.
You can share a Golden Glove?
Yeah, of course you can.
Okay. Never seen 2 people win it.
It's rare, but the way we did it last season, it was done off vote, so it could have technically happened. Okay. I mean, we saw
2 MVPs
in Jess Au and Claudia Friscalzo. So I don't see why not. As we see that ball put away, Gallagher. Sorry, that was Carrero there.
As for Preston, they've got in the whitish boots and trying to figure out what number it is. Kat Velopoulos. For Preston, I think it's... Whoa!
Oh, what a finish.
For Preston!
Steph Galea there just running onto that one, and the Carlton Girls decided that we're going to open the floodgates and create a massive gap in the middle.
Where did she come from? Just edge of your screen there.
And you can see Lala Gallagher got forced out. That created the whole gap in the middle, where if she just had sat back, if the ball was played down the line, she could have stepped out, but not wanting to trust herself, just decided to cheat, and what happens when you cheat? You get punished.
And that person for the punishment is none other than Steph Galea that we've been talking about. She could almost get a brace or a hat-trick, 2-0 now, and Carlton just struggling to find some chances. As we've seen Amina Sharefi just giving a bit of shove.
I haven't seen Amina for ages either. Like, it's a pretty good inclusion for Carlton.
Yes, huge. But she hasn't been playing for Carlton consistently every week as well.
Galea down the line. Acculed back. And nearly comes away with a good outcome, but that one is now turned over, and Preston look to attack again. Turned over one more time, and Preston will go forward. A little flick on. Daly reads that one pretty comfortably.
Oh, these players are giving everything just out of the bag. Emma Langley there, also a star player for Preston.
As we see Camilleri punch that one away, line one up, and nothing of it, and goes out for a keeper's ball. Galea skips round one, toe poke, and well wide.
Just take up the whole team.
Time out there by Carlton, so we will jump to a quick break, guys, and we'll be right back after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here for Serious Futsal Victoria in our women's competition. We have just returned from a timeout. Preston are up 2-0. I love when I say Preston are going to lose and then they come out dominant. It happens every time I predict someone's like Preston are going to lose, by the way.
You keep saying that, but why don't you continue saying that for Preston's sake?
I do. I like Preston. I like all the girls at Preston. I like Holt. I like every team here, to be honest. Like, they're all friendly.
But you keep saying Preston's going to lose.
I know, because Jess hates me when I do it.
Just Halabi?
Yeah.
All right, well, are you going for Preston or for Carlton?
I go for no one.
No one. Both teams.
I go for one team in this league, and then I don't commentate those games. That's it.
It's not bad there from Tyler. Though, this game, it's all Preston one way for the first half. What do you see is going to happen in the remainder of the game? Because Carlton, will they find some spark or magic? Well,
I think they're going to rely on Paige to do a lot of work tonight. They don't look like they're going to score at this point. They just don't look very good going forward. Look very ginger in terms of every time they go forward, the ball gets turned over. Foul throw there. Preston defending well. As Galea toe poke blocked away there.
That's someone you got to stop tonight is Steph Galea.
She and Louisa Verratti are so integral. Look, you could say it about 3 or 4 Preston players, but to me, those 2 players, take them out of this team and Preston struggle every single time. So with those 2 players there consistently being in, Preston become a lot more dangerous than
if they're not playing, because the other players will struggle a bit without their presence.
And the funny thing is, you know what we could see tonight? We could see Preston jump into the top 4.
No way.
Yeah. So
above Banyul.
Yeah, if Banyul lose against Evolution, Preston will take
That will be big for them. They've, I think, been striving for that position for quite some time.
Yeah,
it's been hard to knock anyone
out of that top 4 is very, very hard.
Yeah.
But if Banyule lose to Evolution, Preston do go into
and if they win,
4th spot. If they win, I don't know what their head-to-head is. I'm assuming Banyule probably beat them, so Banyule would still remain on top.
Right.
But that is only if they win. But if Preston do win, they will temporarily go into 4th spot until our next game. What a save by Daly. That was just a reflex. Oh, I'm going to put my hand up. That was hard. And what a goal by Steph Galea. That is fantastic. And hopefully we can grab another replay. Maybe the side angle on that one if we can.
Or the top angle. But
we just saw the top angle. But I couldn't see it. I saw it go into the back of the net from the top corner. But this angle is what I wanted. Because you can see the ball clearly...
Oh, no.
Yeah, you'll see it in a second, but you'll see it clearly just smack that top right-hand corner. Didn't quite get it, so apologies for that. We have a new replay guy tonight, so
doing pretty well though.
He's done pretty well.
Not bad for a
cameraman.
Yeah. Media technician, producer. Is that what?
Nah, Michael's a producer.
Assistant engineer? I don't know.
We'll go with assistant engineer. I like that one. As we see Sincotta now.
Oh.
No foul given. Great save there by Camilleri. That's hard.
That's reflex. These keepers are on fire tonight.
Okay, we have the replay of the goal now. This is what I wanted to see. This goal is fantastic. And if Costa doesn't put this as a goal of the week. Yeah. Dummy, bang. Oh, it takes the deflection. I couldn't see the deflection.
Oh, you see that in slow motion. Was it deflection from Amina?
Yeah, it was.
From her back?
No, I think it was from a thigh.
Okay.
Yeah, but just pushes that ball up into the top left corner.
Oh.
But
you can't stop that.
No, as a keeper, you're not stopping that. Unless you're my height, you ain't stopping that. My height and dive.
Yeah. But and just go for it.
Yeah.
Like almost.
So like one here. Can she find the back of the net? Daly, another important save there.
She might be another contender for the team of the week if she loses, or if Carlton loses again.
I think you only find it if she keeps it within a couple of goals.
Okay. Is there a little threshold?
I think it would be very hard to put a keeper, even how well they play. I think it would be very hard to put a keeper in that lost 8-0.
Yeah, of course.
By chance. Like,
absolutely.
If you can keep it within 2 or 3 goals,
yep.
You're in every chance. But if you're copping 8 goals in a game as that one nearly skids through,
then yeah,
it's really hard to look at you and go, oh, yep, you're definitely the keeper of the week. Because if you were that good, you wouldn't have conceded 8 goals.
Right. Well, it was 2-1 last week against Evolution. So that's probably why, yep.
And I did watch parts of that match, and I believe Daly was the reason it was 2-1.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. There you go.
There's Paige now looking to use her feet. Turns that one over. Goalkeepers should never use their feet. I'm in that category. Just want to point that out.
You've always kicked it to the opponent?
Yeah, Scott yells at me every time.
You've learnt your lesson?
No.
No?
No.
Can you footy kick it though, like Attic would do?
I'm not.
If opportunity.
I will do it. I'll just never score it. I'm terrible. As Sincotta buries one there, and makes it 3-1 fairly early on. Still 5 minutes to go of the first half.
So Carlton, are they on some momentum right now? Because it could be going their way if they continue this 3-2 motion like Preston have done.
And we have, for the second time tonight, missed another goal from the replay. So we will apologise for that. So we're just going to show you the replay. Ready. Plays this one out wide. Played into the middle. And a miss hit at the end of the day. Ends up in the back of the net for Preston.
I don't think Langley even knew that was going to go in. It was just luck. That would have been heartbroken for Carlton. Worked so hard to get a goal to have a response within less than a minute.
They'll deflate your tyres instantly. Begang, back to Begang, and falls over her own feet.
There's the deflation of the tyres. right there.
I think that someone just shot out a tyre and that's why she fell over.
Who's in the stands that's doing that?
Some sniper somewhere.
Could be coming from up here.
Good body work there by Carlton, allowing them to retain possession of the ball. Gang back over to the far side of the court, played into the ball. Gang back over to the far side of the court, played into the middle, finding Catterwell, and that one has gone out for a side ball. Preston to bring this one back in.
Good pressure from Preston because Amy knew exactly what she was going to do there. And Halabi got in her way.
Righty, nearly turns that ball over, does fall to Halabi. And I have to go back to Verratti. Finding Halabi on this near side. Played down the line. Leah's on.
Leah Catanos, long time no see on the field with. She loves it when she gets the ball.
I actually, she doesn't play a lot, and she.
Heart and soul of Preston, though.
Yeah, she really is. She coaches the youth team for Preston on a Saturday night. Like, she does a lot for Preston. I love Leah. She's amazing.
A lot of behind the scenes stuff that you don't see, that organises all the groups together at every game. You see her at every single Preston game for the men's or youth.
Yeah, she really is the heart and soul of like, other than Aki, obviously. Like, Aki's there, but you don't see a more committed team play. Like, ooh.
Oh.
That one.
No apologies from Maz.
I wouldn't apologise either.
No.
But I'll tell you what, if you didn't apologise to me, I'd be putting my knee up the next time you came through.
Now, can you do that as a keeper in futsal?
No.
Because
no, it's a foul.
Outdoor. Is it outdoor you can do it?
Outdoor you can do it. You're allowed to protect yourself, but like you can't put your knee directly into someone.
Oh, no.
But yeah, you can do it.
But it's rare that you're going to be jumping that high in futsal, though, to collect a ball. I've never jumped that high. Come on. When specking someone. I don't know how you guys
I just stand there and punch the ball. I'm not going to lie.
I could punch him in the head. I like that.
Yeah,
that's how I can reach, though, because I can't reach any higher than that. I don't know. There's really short keepers here in women's SFV.
I mean, the good one was if you hit them with the back with your elbow trying to punch the ball away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm teaching everyone dirty tricks now.
Oh, dear. Tyler Academy.
No, that's all from the ES5 Academy.
ES5 Academy.
Yeah,
we're going there.
Yeah. Any time I do something wrong, it's Ernie's fault.
I love it. Thanks, Ernie. Tricks of the trade.
Yeah.
They'll get scared of you, though. They won't come to you after that.
There's a lot of tricks you can do to stop players coming into your D. And not good ones either.
Get out of this space.
Keep in mind to do goalkeeper training for Fitzroy, so watch the juniors come through and be able to know all those tricks of the trade.
Yeah. Here we go.
I'm kidding.
I'm going to watch out for the junior nationals and see a couple of...
yeah, there's about 3 keepers there that will end up being...
which will be cool. Can't wait for that in January.
We're not too far away. But more important things, we have got nearly a title deciding game here later tonight.
Oh, nearly. If Fitzroy win, that's pretty much championship. Nearly.
Yeah.
It's 2 games for Amazons.
Yeah, 2 games. They take the series, but not just they take the series, as Daly makes an important save there again. But they go 6 clear. That's
huge.
the massive
That's
thing.
what Amazon had last season, and it was
So
can't wait for that. It's going to be hectic because Amazons don't have Clarissa and Jess, though. That's the siren for the halftime break. Preston 4, Carlton 1. Let's take a break, and we'll see you in the second half after this.
Switches. The shots! And no one marked Illich in the middle, just like and it's back stick, Savannah, 5-2.
Everyone knows we've just got this an over 10. Oh, look at that step up. Oh, they managed to find the equalizer. get anything from the corner. Aisha throws the ball quickly in. She finding anyone. Oh! Whoa!
Ball played. What a ball and what a finish.
Otto to Chu, and the ball finds the back of the net. Fitzroy, it's their game. It's a one-way freight train, and we said it last week. It was 3 freight trains in one, and this is
more than a freight train. This is a. This is just a bomb. Just coming forward. Just.
gotta find other.
How do you prepare yourself for this tournament?
These girls have been training weekly, and we've been putting them to play against under 14 girls and under boys. I think that gives them best preparation. So when they come to these kind of tournaments and they're playing with girls the same age as them, they have that little bit of an edge.
Well done. Thank you very much. Hope you guys enjoyed the tournament, and I hope to see you guys next year.
Definitely go Dragons.
Hey, go Dragons!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here with our second game of the evening in Series Futsal Victoria in our women's competition. Preston are up 4-1 pretty decisively, regardless of my earlier prediction.
Could still be for all. You never know.
That was Costa's prediction.
No, I didn't. It's hard to call though. Carlton, they've been so dominant, especially after their 2 wins that they had. One big, huge one against Banyule, which was huge for them. Since then, have just been struggling to find wins. I mean, they had a close one last week against Evolution.
As we see Sinkoto go forward, slipping. I think the loss of Pim, he's just too great for Colton to overcome. That was brilliant play there. Ball nearly finds its way all the way through.
Yeah.
Galea with a hat trick. Nope.
Nope. Usually Paige has a good save and Galea just goes in knocking afterwards for a goal. So I think they should having something going on there.
Daly, little looping ball over the top, cut out there.
But Pim, if you are watching, we do miss you, and I'm sure the Carlton girls do miss you as well, not being here.
I'm sure they miss you a lot.
Than us, yeah. She's just good with the headers.
It's not that. She holds up the play well.
Yeah.
She defends very well from the front.
All-rounder.
She's and you can play. She is predominantly a target, but you can play her at the back if need be to give someone a rest. And she runs most of the game. Like she's highly, highly underrated in terms of serious futsal. Because of the team she plays for, Carlton have struggled the last few seasons, so they haven't been up with the big girls of the competition. So
They just need a goal scorer. They need someone that can, because who's on their top 10? There's really no one in goal scoring.
Pim's probably the only one who scores goals consistently, and Sincotta.
Yeah.
She impresses me a lot. I just don't think she has always had the quality around her to make her a better player. She's so individual because she's had to be, especially if you think back to last season where it was just Sincotta and Pim. Clarissa was gone for a period of time and it was just them. And they had to rely on each other. Now Clarissa's gone to Amazons and they haven't got anyone else to rely on. Obviously, Begang's come back in and she's been pretty instrumental for them, but not the same kind of player.
Yep. No, but if she's surrounded by Carlton players that used to be with Beck Davies and Mary Hubie, then yes, she will excel in that. But in a team like this, it's more chemistry and gelling, and they almost feel like they're a bit lost in the game. Can't rely on Chincotta all the time, or even Catterwell to make all the plays.
Yeah, I don't think they have that. Like every team, I don't think they have a dynamic duo really.
Lolopoulos just almost colliding with Daly.
Daly's strong there, held her ground.
Who are you going to be as a keeper?
Catterwell just kicks got here in the back.
But yeah, dynamic duo.
I don't really think they have
Carlton doesn't have one.
two that just really stand out. Like they play off each other so well. I think they're very individual. Like Sincotta's brilliant, but does she play really well off Pim? Like you all be the judge, but I
haven't seen too much of those. I don't think they're on the court at the same time.
No,
very
not
often.
really. Look, I think if you found Sincotta running off him, which he did a few times, and that chemistry started to build a bit more, it would be a bit more dangerous. But then you think of Preston. Preston has Steph Galea and
Louisa Verratti. They can bounce off each other.
They work really well together. Aku had tonight Hannah Lee and Danica Petresca, I think it was.
Yeah,
they were
Danny,
they were really good together.
And they train now every Tuesday.
Yeah, I saw that. They're training. I've seen that on the Aku social pages. But yeah, so like they've got a dynamic duo. Essendon don't. They're still learning. They're still developing.
Yep.
Obviously, Fitzroy have Friscalzo and Cadelge. And then add another Friscalzo in there.
Add
and
another one.
Yeah, okay.
And then add M. Kapok. And then you've got
there's a few.
There's a few.
Amazons are much in the same boat. They've got just Al.
Yep.
Fresnida, Clarissa.
Ike,
Ike, reigning player of the month, I believe Ike is.
So they've got a few that can gel well together.
Yeah.
Evo, Hugh Beak, Davies.
Yeah, of course.
Silva.
I think you'd more likely say the dynamic duo of that team would be Habik and Davies. Like that. I love watching Mary play. Mary's very, very fun to watch.
She runs.
She's
everywhere. She's a ball magnet. We keep saying that. How do you... And she's not pack horse. What do you call it? Workhorse.
Yeah, she's a workhorse. And for Banyul, you've got... I believe it's Lisa Fanua. I think she's the really dangerous
Lisa,
one.
Monica Fanua, they've played, they're sisters. So
yeah, I think those two, when they're playing together, playing off each other, they work really well. So, like,
Is that the secret to every team?
I think you need two players that work well off each other. I mean...
That's half of the team on the court.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, for us in men's, we have Scott Rogan, who works well with Andre or Josh or Corey. But when those two play, whoever that player is on with him, you just know they feed off each other. So
and they know their plays. They know how they're going to move and know their next play.
Correct. And if you have that chemistry, and this is what we don't find for particularly Carlton, it just you struggle. And that's why Essendon have struggled a lot this season. They don't have those two players they can rely. Not that you just rely on two players, but those two players put together make a massive difference. So as we see Galea here, play that one over, and Kurt nearly puts one away.
Nearly? Well, no one has scored yet.
into the breadbasket of Daly. Galea can't keep that one in. Nearly running into the fence. Come on, Joe. Catch up.
Joe, referee over there on the far side. Who's on the east side? Costa?
Costa. They're our 2 referees for the night. No Michael Tiaras tonight. I heard that Joe gave him the big heave-ho.
Heave-ho?
Yeah, no, he didn't. Michael's just not available on Wednesdays.
Oh, Tyler's starting up something.
Just...
I haven't seen him in a while, so
who's... someone used to do Point Media. I'm sure I'm just creating stories for them.
We've had conspiracies of who is it.
Oh, mate, haven't you heard Fitzroy Oz?
No. Really?
Yeah, that's what's been happening all week.
Interesting.
Yeah, go listen to the commentary from Peter.
I will.
In our last game, in the last men's game.
All right.
It was quite funny.
Keep an eye on that. I'll do that in my spare time. I'm on my way home.
Just listen. Oh, you have to do is listen. He says it within the first 5 minutes. As Camilleri now picks that one up off her toes. Can't be played again.
Oh, no.
Over. Can Colton score one here and make it 4-2?
Can they? From a mistake from Kat Velopoulos, new player, so, unfamiliar with the SFE rules. Can't play it back. Happened last week. I'm trying to remember who did it.
I don't like the wall. Now I like the wall. I like the wall now. It's fun.
What happened to the wall earlier? Huge gaps.
It's not the gaps. It's where the keeper stands.
Where's the keeper not? What's your suggestion
Keeper
on that?
in this,
Always
keeper
in
should
front.
be in the middle, because who's the one going to move?
The keeper.
Keeper can use their hands. Keeper's going to move. And it takes a deflection. And Steph Galea turns her body, bounces off Steph Galea's shoulder after the turn, and goes in. You'll see it on the replay.
Can I get a top camera replay? Because
No, you don't even need to see it on the top camera. You'll just watch it here. So watch
in
watch the
slow-mo.
inside post. Turn. Not Galea. It comes on. Actually, it might come off the face of.
Langley? No, who's
No.
up there? Kat Velopoulos?
Yeah, Kat.
Wow, Carlton. 2.
Costa might be right.
They could get another 2 in the bag with similar mistakes from Preston. I think that's all it needs to take tonight is a mistake.
Oh,
Preston. 'Cause
futsal's
they're
one
relying
off.
on that.
Futsal's one-off mistakes. It's not one-off anything else. Like, you make a mistake, you don't track your runner.
Yep.
Like, futsal's one-off mistakes. That's how it works. Whoever makes the least mistakes wins.
Who can be the most consistent and perfect team? And that's why you have teams like Amazons and
Fitzroy
at the top, because they rarely make mistakes.
They're the most consistent.
Most consistent, though, goal scoring wise, they take advantage of versing lower tier teams.
Just having a quick look at the statistics for the top 3 of assists and goals. What if Riscalzo's having another fantastic season? 26 goals, 16 assists. Then you've got Ike, 16 goals. Gee,
Claudia's part of 50 goals. Wow.
52.
52.
Sorry, 42.
42.
Yep.
Out of how many are they plus?
66.
That's so 20 goals aren't. She probably was away when those
Yeah,
20 goals
she
were.
did miss a lot of like the first part of the season. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, she was away for other international duties, but that's so every game she's played, she's had an impact or had.
She always does. She's been so good the last 2 seasons. Her and Jess out. I think Jess, obviously being away for a lot of this season, has hurt Amazons a lot. But anyway, I digress. As we see another important save there from Daly.
Zakalia again. She's a late comer though. She's.
And there's
that's
Steph
late.
Galea's hat trick. And another impressive goal there. The power on that shot is unreal.
She wants to be in all the highlights once again. 2 goal of the week contenders from Steph Galea. Again from a similar position from last time as well.
Yeah, you think they'll track out a little bit quicker. And that one's just straight over the head of Daly, and Daly could do nothing about it. As we return back to play, and Preston have just scored another from a counter-attack there by the looks of it.
There was Emma Langley there getting on the score sheet. You see here, that passage through, bam, just nothing Paige Daly could do there, and Emma Langley happy about that. Interesting from Preston. When they go out hard, and they are definitely on fire at the moment. 6-2 here in the second half. I think it's all Preston's way, and Carlton. That tie that we...
very good. Preston looked very, very good this entire game.
Yeah, those ties that there was
Deflated.
Deflated.
So just back to the Claudia Frisciazzo thing. So Fitzroy scored 85 goals this season.
Uh-huh.
She's been involved in 42 of them. So that's nearly half
of the goals scored, and that's one player in a
in a team
of
10.
10, yeah.
Well, meant to be
Insane.
10. Like,
crazy.
I don't.
That's more than the bottom teams.
Yeah, like.
She scored more goals than probably Aku and Essendon combined.
So she scored more goals than Essendon. Aku technically are in 6th right now, and will remain in 6th if this game continues the way it does, as Camilleri makes an important save there. So this game right now will see Carlton go to 7th, based on head-to-head, I'm pretty sure. And Preston will jump up into 4th with Banyul still to play, versing Evolution. Evolution, no matter what, win or lose, they will remain in 3rd for the night by the end of the night.
Yep.
And Fitzroy, unless somehow they get beaten by 28 goals. Oh no, sorry, it'll be 14 goals because of the goal difference. They will remain in first. Amazons will remain in 2nd. So, but what it does to the league, if Amazons can pull a rabbit out of the hat, missing 3-star players in Attic, Al, and Allerton.
Yep.
I've seen Stranger Things.
I've seen it, but it's a
good TV show.
How many seasons are there now?
Oh, I've never watched it. I'm just kidding. I've never watched it.
Neither have I. So those Stranger Things fans out there. Though, you never know. But yes, it's a hard mountain to climb.
It's a massive mountain to climb.
You need a lot of shelpers. Is that what you call them? Those helpers that take you up there?
So, and we do apologise for talking about the final game of the evening, but it is such a massive clash in terms of what the season holds.
Massive in Preston, even for them to be bumped up to 4th.
Yeah, so Preston look like they'll be in 4th if Evolution can do their job and keep their 3rd spot. Play like their 3rd place selves. They'll be fine. I don't think they have anyone away. Mary, maybe? No?
I think they've got a pretty... I might have checked their social media, their squad list. I think they were the only team that didn't post one. But we actually got one here. Yeah.
So...
Commentary box.
Mary's here. Davo's here.
Maddie's here.
Yeah.
Katrina's even playing. Katie Foster. Wow. So...
That's a pretty impressive team.
If they can, really battle it out and work and because they train. So if they can put everything together in like what they would in training on the court against Banyul, because they're not a training squad, but they've got star players.
Yeah.
And who's a keeper for Banyul? Because that also could determine...
10.
So they brought her in for this game. Huge game for them. And you're going to call the game, so I'm going to be watching it. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, I'll be up here. Daniel and myself will be up here for the next game.
Yep, I'll be on the stands.
And I'll be on the stands for the last game when you and Daniel do it. As we see Preston with great movement here. Steph Galea, and that one is put into the back of her own net by Cotter. There's no stopping that. Steph's done amazingly well there. That was going into the back of her net, into the back of the net, no matter what, by the look of it.
It was going in regardless.
Yeah.
Sincotta just had to be
beautiful 1-2 here. Just not reading it well. Oh no, it's going wide.
Oh, so she probably would have left it.
Yeah, she had left it. It would have gone wide. As we see Galea swipe away for another one there, but
so Galea, she on a hat trick. past that?
She's on 4.
On 4.
Yeah. If you don't count that as an own goal, and it probably should be an own goal.
Okay, so assist.
So let's have a quick look, because technically it wasn't on target.
What has the referees called that? Has it been loaded?
A goal by
Emma Langley?
which was not true.
Interesting. Oh, no! On the other end, I think Sincotta was trying to get one back. Might have to fix that up because I would be upset if... I mean, don't know. Has it been loaded?
Yeah, it's loaded.
Okay.
Definitely goal scored by Emma Langley, according to the WeFroth app. I don't think that is correct. I know it's not correct. But that does put... If you count that goal as Steph's, it would be put her on 4. But she has got a hat-trick so far.
So far.
As we see a Preston player on the ground. I didn't quite see what happened.
It was Beck that kind of just gave her a bit of a hip and shoulder in the D. That's why she's got her arms up, saying there was not much to it. We don't have a replay. Probably a bit too late to call for one, but... Oh,
there we go.
Thank you.
Our production team's great.
Assistant engineer.
What is it? Oh, it's just an arm.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I mean, maybe a finger in the eye, push off in the face. Nothing really much to it. Like, I've seen things given, I've seen things not given for the exact same thing. So it happens. It just basically comes down to the referee's view. So nothing really wrong there. I can see it both sides of the coin.
Yep.
If I was playing, I'd definitely see it another way.
Depends which team you're playing.
Correct.
Who your opponent is.
As Camilleri. I think Camilleri's been pretty good tonight.
She has been.
Made
huge saves.
2
Difficult,
really important saves that would have put Colton in touching distance most of the night, but they've done very well.
So is Paige Daly.
Paige has done well, but you've conceded 7, not through your own fault, but you've conceded 7.
Yeah.
Like, Paige has made
huge.
important saves, but when nothing called.
Even had 2 players on the ground.
Yeah, so sorry, we're just a little bit of silence there trying to work out exactly if something was going to be called, but it wasn't. Camilleri comes through the back of Cadwell and nothing called.
Nothing called and play on. Referees just letting go.
Sincotta arguing with Katzis on this near side. And you can hear Costa, just let it go. We didn't see anything in it. As Leah comes back onto the court for another run.
Leah, why not?
You're up 7-2.
Hey?
You're up 7-2, just leave her on.
Leave her on. It's going to be stop clock time as well. And
Time out called by Colton, so we will be right back after this ad break, guys.
Otto. To Chu, and the ball finds the back of the net. Fitzroy, it's their game. It's a one-way freight train, and we said it last week. It was 3 freight trains in one, and this is...
This is more than a freight train. This is a... This is just a bomb. Just coming forward. Just
Gotta find other...
How do you prepare yourself for this tournament?
These girls have been training weekly, and we've been putting them to play against under 14 girls and under boys. I think that gives them best preparation. So when they come to these kind of tournaments and they're playing with girls the same age as them, they have that little bit of an edge.
Well done. Thank you very much. Hope you guys enjoyed the tournament and hope to see you guys next year.
Definitely go Dragons.
Hey, go Dragons!
Oh, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here just coming out of a timeout called by the Heart, who are down 7-2. Why are you calling time? Anyway.
Look, we always ask the questions.
I'm a commentator. I'm not coaching.
We don't know
I probably wouldn't have called a timeout down 7-2. I would have let the game play out. There can't be anything that drastic that you need to fix that can't be addressed at training.
Maybe not concede any more goals is probably...
I can yell that.
There you go. Just keep it at 7 for now.
They've come up with set play. And it nearly paid off.
Nearly.
If I had it paid off, I would have said, yeah, good time out, but it didn't.
I like the top camera, though. I don't see that very often.
The production team have done a pretty good job tonight. We'll give them credit where it's due.
Lovely editing. Came back to play straight away. You think they'll ever bring back the ground camera?
Yeah, no, apparently Peter's mentioned, Peter, the chief has mentioned that we're getting another camera that will be lower.
Love it. That was awesome.
I miss the ground camera.
I miss it too.
Because then you can't come up, you can come up and do a decent celebration and people actually get to see it.
Yep.
I mean, that ball's just stayed in and now it's gone out.
Did not stay in.
No. But you would have, if we had a ground camera, you would have seen the infamous, the high trend when he got sent off. And that one has bounced into the back of the net, and Colton are only down by 4 with 2:30 remaining.
Was that just, again, a fluke of luck, because Carrero just did not realise that was going to be bouncing that slow. It was like slow motion, and this is going to be slow motion again.
Yeah, off the head.
Oh, look. It's just like...
Yeah, thanks, guys. I'll take the constellation.
I'll get my name on the scoreboard.
Oh, I'll pad my stats. As you see, another one, and blocked out there by Galia, who's come back on and just gone, nah. You ain't because you're on another one. I'm happy with 7-3. I don't want 7-4.
Because that will also play part in the position, you reckon? No?
No, it doesn't.
Does it?
Because
No?
goal difference doesn't mean anything massive anymore. It's more based on... The only way goal difference comes into effect, say if Amazon's Evolution and Fitzroy were all on the same amount of points at the end of the season, and Fitzroy beat Amazon's twice, but and then Amazon's beat Evolution twice, but Evolution beat Fitzroy twice. That is the only way goal difference can come and decide where you are on the ladder.
Until then, it's
head-to-head. That's why we play our series.
Or bragging rights. I don't know.
Oh,
it's a Futsal Cup where they have different tier?
I'm not sure.
Because the middle or the bottom teams play, I don't know. I'm not going to go into that.
I'm not sure when it comes to the women's. I know how it works for the men, but the women's is slightly different because there's no relegation promotion.
Yeah.
So, but in the men's, it's top 2 get a bye.
Yep, we have that as well.
3 v the state championship winner, and 4 v 5.
Okay.
That's
Makes
how
sense.
it works.
Yep.
And then the winner of state championship winner and 3 play. I think they play the first of the season, and other game plays second.
Okay.
So maximum plays 3 games, but minimum you can play is 1. Like obviously.
Yeah, you play then it's all knockout. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
But I don't know if there is a Futsal Oz Cup at the end of the season.
No, because it goes straight into December, so I was trying to see how it's going to play with the fixtures. Is it going to go into...
I don't think it
it's
is. I think there is...
It's juniors straight after.
Going to... I don't know what the Chiefs want. I would like, if I was a fan... I don't know. I'm not privy to any of this, but I'd like to see a one-off exhibition game for maybe MVP teams.
All right, like an All-Stars?
Top 20 players, like an All-Star team. I'd love to see that.
Cool. Haven't had that. I don't think we've ever had that, have we?
No.
That would have been not a bad... people come watch that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind all the top players for a team to come together but play in one.
Yep, you pick your best 2 coaches and you go, all right, here's 20 players or 30, 25 players to pick from. Pick your best 20.
Yep.
You get 10 each, you get 10 each. And you do it in a draft style system. So I'd like to see that. I think the men's would be really entertaining.
It'd be so entertaining.
I think the women's, if you took... And I was speaking to the chief earlier tonight, he said the competition's been improving massively in the women's. He reckons that you could definitely get 2 very, very good quality teams for an all-star game if you were to do it.
Oh, absolutely.
So...
Yeah. How awesome will it be?
That's just that
It's
was
like fantasy football.
that was a rumor going around a long time ago. Obviously,
Okay.
I'm not privy to anything, so I don't know
No.
if that's still the case. But I'd love to see it. I think it'd be fantastic.
I'd love to see it too. Be awesome.
Yeah.
Anywho, 14 seconds to go. Preston did well, just straight off the bat to get that goal scoring from Steph Galea.
And Costa did get one thing right about his prediction. Steph Galea, player of the match. She's not player of the match. There's something wrong.
So yeah, Costa, well done on that. On the other prediction, not so great.
We'll run away from the other prediction.
And he's going to go Banyul 5-3 at Evolution. I'm sorry, 5 to Banyul, sorry. Ooh, so that's could happen.
I'm going the other way. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. We'll be right back with a player interview.
Oh, no free kick says it's Abbott. What a mop up. Abbott, what a great play, little Abbott. Look at it, Abbott. Look at Abbott. Abbott. No way. Oh, there it is. Oh, what a way to score. Holding the ball. The bra and Whedon over the top. Buddy Abbott. It's got to be good here. And Divo. Victoria champions.
Hello everyone, welcome to the post-match interview. I'm here with Preston, Steph Galea. Huge win, Stephanie, against Carlton and against your old teammate Amina as well. How do you feel?
Yeah, really good. We played really well as a team, and obviously we've come off a few losses, so it was good to get 3 points and a little bit of confidence going into next week.
And speaking of the dynamic that you've got from your team, it's working pretty well. With you coming on board, you've got yourself, Louisa, and now you brought in Kat as well. It's almost like magic out there when you see some connection. How do you feel going on with the remainder of the season with that team?
Yeah, really confident. I think we're really starting to gel as a team. We're starting to read each other heaps better, and there's a lot more movement on and off the ball. So I think that's really helping us perform well and score lots of goals.
Speaking of goals, how many was it? It was 3 and probably 1-ish goal. That
We'll call it 3.5.
3.5 goals. 2, I would say, would be a contender for goal of the week. Possibly, shall we?
Maybe. We'll see how the other games go.
It was very similar in terms of the positioning as well. Is that comes with the training and the dynamic of the team, knowing that you're going to be there to be able to have that chance?
Look.
It's not just all you, right? Someone's got to pass it on to you.
No, you could say that. I think it was just luck on the day, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a few opportunities to score from corners and stuff like that, so I think it's finally starting to pay off.
Finally going your way. Now, we'll be talking about the positioning. If Banyul lose tonight, you could be 4th. You're actually currently 4th if it's a live ladder. How
That's
do you
good.
feel that? Because that's a good achievement from you guys.
No, that's really good, and obviously we'll push to keep going higher and higher up the ladder and keep challenging the top teams. So yeah, I think every win from here on is good, and I think with the confidence in the team that we can really start contending against top teams.
Lovely. And lastly, we're going to talk about your keeper, Camilleri. Right, like the goals that she's saved is incredible as well. Can we just have a bit of backstory of where she came from and how she got recruited for Preston? Because we have questions.
I actually don't know.
Okay.
I don't know how she came along.
We
but
might have to get her up here then next time.
Yeah, you might have
Next
to ask
time.
her that one.
Yeah,
but I'm definitely not complaining.
Okay.
She's obviously a great keeper. She's loud, so that obviously helps the players in front. She can read everything. So having her communication and her confidence to come out and demand the ball, obviously it passes on across the team. And when you see her confident and saving our ass pretty much, we want to do the same. So I think the dynamic of the team's really working, and the players we've brought in have done extremely well and adapted quite quickly.
Yep, lovely. And again, thanks for your time. Congratulations
No
on the
worries.
win,
Thank you.
Stephanie Galea from Preston. And as we mentioned, up next, it's Banyul against Evolution. We'll see you then.